Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dreamlands. Unfortunately, my PC had a problem with some technical difficulties, and because of that, it crashed. So I had to reinstall Windows, and unfortunately, I lost all of my progress that I had done in my previous season of the Dreamlands. I had built a starter house and got fully enchanted diamond armor, but sadly, I was stupid and did not make a backup copy. So from now on, you should always make a backup copy of your worlds, if there's something that you care about. However, I was on Chunk Base, and I found a new seed, which is even better than the last one. I did quite like the last one, it was very promising, but this seed has much better landscape generation, and I'm going to show that to you in a creative test world. Of course, I will not be playing in creative mode, so do not worry. I will restart this world in survival, but just for the sake of showing you what spawn looks like, and where we will be building our mega base, which will be a massive city with a castle and everything. I'm going to show you this in creative mode. So they do say that third time's the charm, so hopefully that proves true with this Let's Play. So let me know if you think this should be considered as Season 2 or still Season 1, since I only made one episode and it was very short, 3 minutes long. So this is our spawn chunks, and you spawn in on this fantastic island, which is quite a big, massive island. And I did a little bit of exploring in Chunk Base, but I did not explore any loot chests or any caves or like that shipwreck over there. I did not explore it in creative mode. As you can see, this is quite a big island, and I could even just use this island as my main city area. And in fact, I do kind of plan to make a base here, a starter base. I might build my starter house there, have lots of farms here, all of the basics, animal barns, sugarcane farm, mob farm, the works. And in case I'm sure you've noticed by now, but there's 2 villages here, and that is very lucky, and some ruins of course. But if you go north, I believe this is north, we eventually get to some spruce biomes, some taiga biomes. As you can see, we have a nice giant taiga biome. That will be perfect because I love building with spruce woods. That was one of my requirements, and I'm not sure. I did find some last time, but having a giant taiga biome is very handy to get mossy cobblestone as well. However, the main, I will go to spectator mode. The main benefit of having a giant taiga biome is obviously that there are lots of giant spruce trees. So, and there's mossy cobblestone, there's coarse dirt, lots of good things there, which will be useful for our builds. So, leaving behind our spawn chunks starter island, we will slowly, as the world loads in, make our way across this, not quite an ocean, very big lake, though I suppose it could be an ocean. And I just noticed now, look at that, 2 ocean monuments, very close to each other. I would hazard a guess that they are close enough to make a double guardian farm. That could be quite a fun task to attempt. I didn't see that the first time I was exploring, so I'm glad there's still some surprises for the video. But the main thing about this world that really impressed me was, number one, the amount of villages here, and there's a few more shipwrecks that you might be able to spot over there in the ocean. But we had 2 villages on our starter island, and as I'm flying over in creative mode, in spectator mode, boom, 2 more villages over here. And of course, there will be a couple of ruined portals sprinkled about. But look at this, so there's this nice little village on another island, and it's right by this meadow biome, which could be nice for some kind of build up there, maybe a villager trading hall. And if we eventually make our way over here, one of the requirements I had was to have cherry wood easily accessible. And lo and behold, ask and ye shall receive, with yet another village. So look at this, 1, 2, 3. 3 villages, all in close proximity. Suffice to say, I don't think I'll need to make a villager breeder, because there's 2 villages over there, 3 over here, and look at this place. Just imagine a nice farming district over here, like maybe a castle over there, lots of windmills, sprawling crop fields, and maybe we could even, when we defeat the Ender Dragon, eventually, we could make a shrine in the middle of this lake. Of course, I will be taking down all of these vanilla village houses, and I will be putting the villagers safely into a trading hall. However, I do plan to have free roaming villagers, and that will be over this hill / mountain, and this is the main cherry on top. This is what we were after, which I could not find in any of my dozens of seeds, if not well, not hundreds, but there are a couple of big holes in the ground. We could possibly turn that into a quarry, but look at this. At first glance, not much, couple of mediocre mountains, but look at this one coming up here. This really takes the cake. This is the very impressive mountain that I was hoping to find for my base. It would have been ideal if there were cherry trees growing on it, but not to worry, we can always plant some ourselves. And this is just so impressive. And of course, another village. So I will definitely not be running out of villagers anytime soon. But as you can see, there's this enormous mountain range, and here is where we will be building our city. This will also have a dock and harbor area along the coast, with a lighthouse, and maybe some more farms and agricultural areas. And I was thinking up on this hill, we could build a little church or maybe a cathedral. And if there's room, I might be able to make an arena or coliseum. And here we will make a big, massive medieval city with various districts like guilds and marketplaces and houses, blacksmiths, factories, you name it. I will build it. This does sound very, like I am biting off a bit more than I could chew, but I have experience in building a lot in Minecraft on various servers, which I might show in the future, in little clips here and there. But another thing, behind this mountain range, at the top of it, is a little valley, and we could definitely use this to make some kind of build. That could be quite nice, like maybe a little sniffer sanctuary could be here or something. And what do you know? As we coast along through the sky, another village. And a nice meadow biome. Lots of building opportunities. We can also eventually make various kingdoms with different build styles and color and build palettes. We don't all have to make the same thing. But I do quite like this seed, and it is very promising. In fact, if it was any bigger, this would be quite good for a starter base. However, I do think that I will stick to the spawn islands because this valley is quite far away and climbing through the snow would be very difficult. But once I get the Elytra, I will definitely come back up here, and maybe we could put some allies up here or sniffers. But just imagine a big massive medieval kingdom over in this plains biome, and it's flanked nicely by these mountains with this very, very impressive mountain range. And these caves are quite something as well. But look at this mountain range. It is very stunning and just what I was looking for. So I'm glad I found the seed, and I will not be giving it out at the moment because I don't want things to be spoiled. But once I get past a certain amount of days, I might post it in the comments. And I will definitely be utilizing these caves for mining or for builds. Perhaps we'll make a quarry of some kind over there. And I will definitely be using the new cherry wood in my builds because I have taken quite a liking to it. So good thing we do have lots of it nearby. And lots of spruce as well. And I'm pretty sure there was a dark oak biome, in fact, near, but I'm sure we can find one and a jungle biome. I haven't seen any warm biomes such as a mesa or a desert, so I might have to go explore that myself. However, we could definitely do that in future episodes. We don't have to speed run the game. Not that there's anything wrong with that. However, I do want to take my time with this series. And as the sun sets, look at that view. That is just very impressive. With these cherry trees and this nice crater lake and all of the houses and little torch lights. Very, very cool. So this is what this series will have in store. A big massive city by that mountain range. A little agricultural farming fishing village over here. And a starter village over there. As well as possibly a double guardian farm, if they are close enough. And of course I will be exploring the ruins to get the new pottery sherds, and I'll have to find a tropical ocean to get sniffer eggs, because sadly they do not spawn in these ruins. But as night begins to set, and we make our way back to our starter island, I will exit this recording, and then I will jump into a brand new survival world with the seed, of course. I don't quite like building things in creative mode or a super flat world. I do sometimes occasionally, but I do prefer to build it. I do prefer to just wing it. So yeah, I do know it's quite popular to use tools like Lightmatica to make building a lot easier, and then you can know exactly where to put each and every block. However, I prefer to just do it on the fly, so to speak. No pun intended. Or maybe there is. But now that we are back, let us exit this clip and hopefully it records. Alright, let's begin and create a brand new survival world in the seed that we have explored. We'll change the game mode to survival, and we'll be playing on hard, and cheats are off. Create new world. Here goes nothing. Here I go again. Let me know in the comments, how do you choose a new world? Do you use chunk base, or do you only generate them in the vanilla way? Well, I've spawned next to this lava pond, and it'll be a good source of obsidian. And there's some turtles, which we can maybe use to make a turtle helmet eventually. Lots of animals, and these very handy villages. Unfortunately, there's not many trees on this island, but I will be chopping down the trees that are there in the hopes of getting saplings. And I might have to make a quick zoom over to the. I'm used to playing in creative mode for the last clip, but I will not be flying anymore because, as you can see, we are now in survival mode. And it looks like we are getting quite a few saplings. For now, I will just be using oak and maybe some spruce over there. Looks like we have some cows as well. I wonder if there are any mine shafts and zombie spawners, or mob spawners in fact, below this island. It is quite fortuitous to have an island because it's very easy to defend from mobs and from pillager patrols. Pillagers will have a hard time getting to this island. And look at that, we can see some spruce in the distance. I might sail over there to grab some saplings. Hopefully, if we keep traveling north, I can find a dark oak forest, because that would be quite nice. And it would be good to find all the other tree types, like a mangrove, jungle, bamboo, and the new bamboo wood goes very well with mangrove wood. Oh, hello villagers. They are living their best life on this island, enjoying the beach. But they will soon have to sing for their supper, and I will definitely be putting them to good use. What do you think of the new trading hall, of the new villager overhaul? Do you put your villagers in trading halls, or do you let them run around free range, so to speak? Or do you make little villages for them, or do you upgrade the village that they spawn in? Speaking of their village, I will now have the joy of looting it. Although I don't think there will be too much to loot, because I don't see any blacksmiths, although there could be a few loot chests. And there was that shipwreck over yonder. At least the good thing is that we have a bed, and I haven't jumped in the water yet, though I should make a pickaxe. Well, I will interrupt this time-lapse with a very funny clip. It looks like a lava pond spawned right in the middle of this pathway. Well, this pathway generated right between this lava pond, and it burns down part of this farm, as you could see from that lamppost that burned and dropped these torches. Hello everyone, welcome back after the time lapse. I have now gone to the second village, looted all of their things, and managed to get some iron from the iron golem, and I managed to get some crops, and some other loot such as leather armor, and I will now be making a shield and some shears, so I feel slightly more protected against mobs. I will also be trapping the villagers so that they don't get turned into zombie villagers or unalived by zombies. So here you can enjoy another time lapse. Then after this time lapse, I am going to go to the nearby forest to get some wood to make a wall around this village. In this clip, I am making my first stone pickaxe because I have gone to the giant taiga biome, which is right next to this starter island that I showed that you could see in the previous clips, where the spruce forest is. So I made a few pickaxes in order to make some stone tools and get some andesite for my build. But now, instead of making another time lapse because you've already seen a few of those, I will make a montage of a few clips, a few highlights of this tree chopping spree, and then I will cut to me building the wall, because otherwise I will be running out of time for this video. You can see that I am putting all of the loot that I have gathered and the wood into my chest boat, because I've already been mining quite a bit of spruce wood. And so now I'm going to head over to a dark oak forest, which I found while chopping down some trees. There you could see we found a dark oak forest, which is perfect for our builds. So here is a montage of me chopping down some trees. In this clip, we found a fox. I wasn't expecting that, but we will definitely be taking it back to the base and making an enclosure for it. I was thinking of naming it Frank, but let me know what you think I should call it. And now, we have returned to the base, where I will begin the time lapse of building this wall. So, here it goes, and enjoy. Well, there you have it. The wall is complete, and off camera, I lit up the village so that mobs don't spawn here, and I will not be making a wall around that village over there because it's not really suitable for a village on a beach. I will be taking down those houses and moving the villagers over to this walled village and terraforming it and renovating these vanilla houses and the church. And I might be making my starter house on this hill that's between these two villages. I will also be doing some terraforming to this village, like getting rid of the sand, making some docks, adding some trees, and so on. But that's all the time we have for today's episode. So please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in future episodes and how I can improve, if the audio quality is okay, and if the music is too loud, those kind of things. Thanks for sticking with me, even though I had to start the series again after I lost my footage from the previous series. But bye for now, and thanks for watching. Have a good day, or night, wherever you are.